In this video, I'm going to show you step by step on how to draw this super cute Christmas scene using different Procreate tricks. You'll learn how to draw perfect snowflakes using the symmetry tool, how to move things around quickly, how to fill in color in a quick and mess-free way, how to hide and unhide lines to draw faster, and more. Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Friendly Fishy. In this channel, I post tutorials, draw with me's, and other cute creations featuring my persona Fishie Cat. So remember to hit the subscribe button to join me on my art journey, and comment to tell me what you want me to draw next. Let's get started with sketching the Christmas tree outline. First, sketch a triangle. In Procreate, when you draw a straight line and hold it for half a second, it will turn into a perfect straight line for you. Then we will section off our tree by adding 3 lines across. This will be the guide for the tree. Reduce the opacity for this layer. Switch the brush to the round brush. Tapping on the brush will open up its setting. Tap on stabilization and increase streamline and the stabilization amount. On the new layer, start drawing your tree outline. Since we've increased the brush to have more stabilization, you'll find it easier to create smooth lines, which is really important for this kawaii art style. Next, just follow along on drawing all of the layers of the tree. After you finish drawing the tree outline, turn off the draft guideline layer. For the star, start with 5 dots and then connect them to form the guideline. Reduce the opacity and then on a new layer with the round brush, outline the star. Now comes my favorite part, the decorations. You can draw whatever you want or you can follow along for more ideas. In Procreate, when you draw a circle, holding it for half a second will give you a smooth oval. Then tapping the screen with a second finger will turn that into a perfect circle. For my candy cane, I find it easier to draw the outer curve first and then the inner curve to get an even shaped candy cane. Then I reduce the brush size and draw in details for the rest of the ornaments. And now you're done the Christmas tree outline. Next, let's start coloring. To color on the same layer, simply drag from the color picker on the top right-hand corner to fill the spots within your outline. I also like to use the same few colors to paint with. This can give a consistent art style. In the classic color picker, I pick from colors within this range as it's less saturated, which can give a more pastel soft feel. Press at the bottom squares will save your color. I'll quickly go through and choose the rest of my colors such as green, red, pink, baby blue. At the top here, you can see there is continuous filling. By using this, you can keep tapping the new areas to fill color without having to drag from the right hand corner. And because I've put all my ornaments on a separate layer, I can move the ornaments around with the selection tool. So tap on the selection tool and then tap on freehand. Circle your ornament, then tap on the transform tool and move it to the spot that you want. I like to move the ornaments outwards to cover a little bit of the tree outline, giving it a more dimensional look. Finally, going back to the other layers to fill in the color for the tree and the star. Another way to color is using the reference function, and this allows you to color without affecting the outline. Create a new layer and move it beneath your ornament's outline layer. Tap twice on your ornament's outline layer and tap on Reference. Now, even when we work on another layer, it will always reference this outline layer. So go back to the bottom layer and fill your colors there. So just drag the color onto the gingerbread man. As you can see, the color filled on the second layer while the outline on the first layer is untouched. Repeat the same process for the tree layer and the star layer as well. Remember to turn on reference and select the bottom layer before you start coloring. Now let's add in highlights and shadows. For your shadows, choose a purple color. Then create a new layer above your base coloring layer for your shadows. Reduce this layer opacity and change the layer mode to multiply. Then start adding shadows on your tree. I'm assuming the light source is somewhere on the top left corner. And for your ornaments, you can create a new shadow layer on top, but this time also turn on the clipping mask function. This restricts the coloring to the shape of the ornaments in the layer beneath it. So as you can see, when I draw the shadow on the bell, even if I draw outside of the bell, the shadow won't appear. This allows you to very quickly color in the shadow for very small ornaments. Once you're done the shadows, then we can put in the highlights. On a new layer, I use white and a larger brush size to draw in the highlights, assuming the light is coming from the top left. Then I reduce my brush size to put highlights on smaller ornaments. Next, I add in a background of blue, and then I also put white for the ground. To draw perfect snowflakes, we can use the Drawing Guide function. On a new layer, tap on Settings, turn on Drawing Guide, edit Drawing Guide, select Symmetry, then Options and Radial. Then move the middle point to where we want the snowflakes to be and press Done. When you open your layers, you should see it now says Assisted. That means that this layer has the Symmetry function turned on. You can turn it on and off by tapping the layer and tapping Drawing Assist. So make sure it's on when you draw snowflakes. Now all I have to do is draw one part of the snowflake and it'll produce a circular symmetry and form a snowflake. If we open up the Settings menu and click on Edit Drawing Guide, we can move the point to another area to draw more snowflakes. And when you're done, just turn off Drawing Guides and turn off Drawing Assist. You can use the selection function I talked about earlier to move around the snowflake, or you can swipe down with 3 fingers and duplicate the snowflake and move it to the spot you want, resize, or rotate it. In part 2, let's draw the rest of the Christmas scene with Fishie Cat. Before we start, I changed the color of the tree to a lighter green to better match with the cute art style of Fishie Cat. First, let's draw a rough sketch of the gift boxes and Fishie Cat using the Procreate 6B pencil brush. To make the line smoother, tap on the brush to open the brush settings and tap on stabilization, increasing the streamline amount and stabilization amount. Then, on a new layer, we can sketch out the gift boxes and Fishie Cat. Then I reduce the opacity of this rough sketch. And on the new layer, we can use the round brush again to start drawing our outline. I'm drawing a Santa's hat on the top for Fishie, and instead of erasing the top of his head, I'm going to use the mask tool to hide the lines. To do this, tap on the layer with Fishie Cat and tap on Mask. On the layer mask, whatever I draw using the color black will actually hide what's underneath and make it transparent and erase it. I can turn the layer mask off to undo this change. And if I use the color white, it will unhide what I have hidden. So I can unhide parts of the ear or rehide it. Then on the new layer, we can draw the gift boxes. And I'm creating a new layer to draw the bow as well. Using the mask tool, I can erase part of the gift box and readjust the size using the selection tool and use the mask again for further erasing. Using the mask tool allows me to easily undo any erasing for more precise drawing. And I'm drawing each new gift box on a different layer so that I can make adjustments later on more easily. Using the mask tool again to touch up, I've also adjusted the gift box ribbons a bit more to give it a bit more dimension by wrapping it around the gift boxes. When I'm drawing the snow globe and drawing the curves, I hold it for half a second and Procreate will turn them into smooth lines. Similar to the snowflake before, we can use the selection tool to swipe down with 3 fingers to duplicate and transform it by flipping it horizontally to form this candy cane heart design for the mug. After filling in all the colors, I add in my shadows by using the purple color, reducing opacity, and changing to multiply. Then I add in some highlights with the color white and the round brush again. And lastly, I put some patterns on the gift. If you've watched till the end, I want to give you a super big heartfelt thank you. This is my first full-length tutorial. Please comment and give a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel. Wishing you a Meowy Christmas and a Happy New Year.